Hello, this is World University and Schools News and Question and Answer on Monday, October 30th, 2023 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, and I think 10:30 p.m. India Time. As we wait to see if people will join us in this open WUaS Q&A for free MIT OpenCourseWare centric online degrees, first in English from World University and School, and then in 200 countries, other main languages. I'd like to share a little news with you. World University and School is growing and is seeking to become the Harvard, MIT, Stanford, Oxbridge of the internet as large language models too, with generational conversational artificial intelligence in all 7,168 known living languages and in all 200 countries for free CC4 licensed MIT OpenCourseWare centric WUaS degrees, bachelor, PhD, law, MD, IB high school or similar, AA or AS, Associate of Science degree, 2-year undergraduate degree, and master's degrees, and also to facilitate wiki schools for open teaching and learning among speakers of all 7,168 known living languages in each of these speakers' languages. So agenda item 0, when will World University and School matriculate its first sizable class of WUaS students for free MIT OpenCourseWare centric WUaS degrees? Potentially when World University and School can place it to become the best online university in the world with related large language models, first in English and possibly with U.S. News and World Report as one magazine that looks at these questions. Agenda item 1. This is regarding being in North Central Pennsylvania and reaching out to the James V. Brown Library system in Lycoming County, North Central Pennsylvania, and exploring potentially this county system's libraries getting WUaS Lego robotics from the WUaS educational services stores for robotics, books, computers, hospital technologies, groceries, similar, as WUaS develops a business plan for World University and School accreditation and licensure with Middle States Commission for Higher Education with offices in the greater Philadelphia area, and license and accrediting colleges and universities in 5 states in the area, and the state of Pennsylvania's Department of Education, from which WUaS already has the green light from both. So I reached out to a number of directors of Lycoming County Libraries, including the main branch, the James V. Brown branch in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and the Muncie Public Library director in particular, Corey Brenneisen, whom I've talked with twice in person. And greetings, I'll read some of the letter again. Greetings from the Union County Lewisburg Public Library, where I am presently, again, where I also wrote this first email to these folks, as well as Lycoming County in North Central Pennsylvania. I hope this email finds you well. Very nice to see you, Corey Brenneisen, again, and to talk briefly recently at the Muncie J.V. Brown Public Library, and looking forward to the future and possibly regarding even 7 counties' libraries getting Lego Spike Prime robotics kits from the emerging WUaS educational services stores for books, computers, robotics, hospital technologies, and so much more. Best wishes. Thanks. See you soon, Scott. And a PS in a related set of tweets, and regarding the Scratch programming language out of the MIT Media Lab and the Harvard Graduate School of Education, which works with Lego Spike Prime robotics kits. So the tweet reads, Scratch programming language course, Scratch programming course with Lego Spike Prime WUaS robotics kit tutorial to matriculate at free MIT OpenCourseware Centric World University and School for free WUaS degrees, Bachelor AAAS, IB High School or similar, PhD, Law, Medicine, MD, MA, MS, Masters of Science, Masters of Arts, online from home. And you can begin to learn programming, the Scratch programming language with this course. CS First with Google, csfirst.withgoogle.com. And there's also a new set of lessons for the Lego Spike Prime robotics kits that I found at primelessons.com /en/lessons.html, which was created by 2 MIT undergraduate students and potentially is an interesting opportunity to, beyond the tutorial of the playful Lego Spike Prime robotics kits, building robots, learn robotics and programming at the same time, and also to matriculate into free World University and School for online free degrees. I retweeted a Lego education tweet, learning through play with Lego Education Spike Prime, essential motor and color sensor. Interesting opportunity for all of us to learn robotics by playing and potentially programming too at home, and to matriculate into World University and School WUaS for online free degrees. Let World University and School know of your interest, SGKMACLEOD at worlduniversityandschool.org. Agenda item 2, Stanford Law Codex's Roland Vogel and elegals.com's Shubham Sharma, and Wikidata's product manager, Lydia Pincher, who is possibly in Taipei, Taiwan at the Wikidata conference there, as this email that I sent to about 480 people at WUaS yesterday evening goes out. Dear Shubham, Lydia, and Roland Vogel at Stanford Law Codex, greetings regarding the Wikidata conference in Taipei, Taiwan. Lydia, how are you? And I've been wondering whether the Wikidata people at this conference might begin to help develop this Iowa Supreme Court case as a PDF that Shubham Sharma sent World University and School with artificial intelligence and machine learning to develop its predictive potential, legal text predictive potential with Supreme Court cases, for example, and whether that might happen at this Taipei conference. So I'm ready to inquire if you Wikidatans at the conference in Taipei, Taiwan, might be making or have made progress in adding the elegals Iowa Supreme Court case to artificial intelligence and machine learning for predictive developments for the Iowa Supreme Court, possibly many countries' Supreme Courts, and so much more, and which Shubham Sharma shared with MIT OpenCourseware Centric World University and School, which is planned in 200 countries and in their main languages, and with 200 online law schools, in addition to 50 US states, law schools, and more, giving rise to this new Iowa Law School at World University and School of Law. The URL for this is wiki.worlduniversityandschool.org /wiki/Iowa_law_school @_WUaS. Looking forward to hearing from you and exploring this further in so many ways. Best regards, thanks, friendly greetings, Scott. And I also add the law schools. We have about 8 or 9 law schools for different countries, begun in English, but planned in these countries' main languages, official languages, as well as this first US state, Iowa Law School at WUS begun. Agenda item 3, aging reversal and extreme longevity drugs, genetic drugs emerging. There was a recent MIT Tech Review set of tweets on a new gene therapy done for Yi in YIYI in China. And it's the first time ever that hearing was restored. Yi was born deaf. Yi had her hearing restored with a genetic drug. This is an amazing and astounding, eye-opening development. And this has many implications for genetic drugs on aging reversal and for extreme longevity. Agenda item 3B, there is much medical anthropology to write and to work out regarding emerging genetic drugs for aging reversal and extreme longevity in all countries. This experiment with Yi in China was possible because of China's culture regarding genetic drugs and the possibility for trying things. Very different culture in America with the FDA, Food and Drug Administration approval, and with clinical trials approaches to protect potential patients and subjects in clinical trials as well. So a set of tweets relating to this, so much medical anthropology to write, and regarding World University and Schools clinical trials at WUaS for all languages. So we'd like to develop clinical trials for speakers of all 7,000 languages and in 200 countries, nation states, as WUaS universities too, and to protect people as related aging, reversal, and extreme longevity genetic drugs emerge regarding Yi's remarkable success. The medical anthropology wiki subject page at World University and School is there, and the blog label in my blog, medical anthropology, is there, and regarding WUaS virtual reality as well, as these genetic drugs begin to emerge potentially for avatar bot electronic health records and in a realistic virtual earth for STEM, for medicine, for aging reversal even. Agenda item 4, inflation and Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency, with which World University and School, the WUaS Corporation, is partnering. So an ongoing long-term question I've had is what happens to inflation with a main single cryptocurrency like Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency, which you can get and begin to get free money daily, Stanford MindPi coins every day, every 24 hours with the Pi cryptocurrency, and potentially for many of 7.9 billion people on the planet, which World University and School is seeking to code for. So I replied to, on Twitter, the POTUS, the President of the United States, Twitter feed to President Biden. What happens to inflation with a main single cryptocurrency like Stanford MindPi, Pi cryptocurrency, and potentially for 7.9 billion people on planet U at World University and School, potentially to end poverty, and regarding the Federal Reserve as well. And also replying to President of the United States tweet regarding his approach to fighting inflation. The set of tweets reads, get presently 3 to 4 Stanford MindPi coins, free money daily, and also, quote, sign the petition, end quote, by Pi mining every 24 hours by pressing 2 buttons, potentially to end poverty worldwide. So if you were to begin to get Stanford MindPi for free every day by going to mindpi.com/SGKMAC, start to mine Pi every day, you would, in a sense, potentially be signing a petition also, as I think of this, that might lead to ending poverty worldwide by getting 3 to 4 Pi coins a day for yourself, and growing the Pi cryptocurrency community, its members, as World University and School, WUaS seeks to code for all 7.9 billion people. for distributing Stanford Mine Pi cryptocurrency to end poverty, and also for other reasons. For example, to create free universal education that is wiki, people to people, open, and for speakers of all 7,168 known living languages. Exciting times we're living in. So the Pi cryptocurrency continues to go up all the time. To the right of the decimal point on my app, I have about 5,800 Pi coins accumulated. And on the left side of the decimal point, and also on the Pi organization's system, what implications does this have for inflation? Agenda item 5, U.S. federal and states laws working together effectively. So I just got a bounce back yesterday, blocked email from my mother's email address, unusually, and asked her and Peter Norvig what's up with this, and resent it with a different thread name title. Dear Jane McLeod, Alden Briscoe, Brakely Briscoe, avuncular cousin, Ed Smythe, MD, Sid Pin Mazumdar in Health and Human Services in the federal government, John Sargent, MD, all. Good morning, how are you? As a follow-up, the communication from Lewisburg, PA property manager Clark Tetiot, T-E-T-I-O-T, Ray Craigslist, a listing for a rental here in Lewisburg. And could Craigslist have a developing relationship with the U.S. federal government, Ray Rental Properties? Postponing viewing the rental on St. Mary's Street until Monday, November 6th gives me more time potentially, even for signing ownership papers virtually for 670 Ridgecrest Road, Canyon, California, 94516 in a curious development. Could a law enforcement action be happening in Canyon, California, 94516 this morning, yesterday, Sunday, with this recent Nextdoor social media message that I received yesterday from, quote, your Canyon neighbors, police cars here today at 11:15 a.m. was the title of the thread. It would be really great to sign ownership papers on Monday so that I could book a shipper of my things from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Canyon, California for this week and move out of where I'm staying. Complex reading of internet communications. And if some of this transpires and I can book a shipper, it would be great to potentially move the Canyon WUaS Academic Medical Center. Get a Canyon WUaS Academic Medical Center house for a song and move things from Pittsburgh to Canyon 94516 sometime in the next week or so, maybe even hearing this week. Ed Smythe, MD, what do things look like from your perspective in Berkeley, California, and regarding California law and U.S. federal law working effectively together to protect people and in growing and abolishing the wrongful buying and selling of people in the sex, drugs, and violence industries internationally and their latent networks of violence? If you're possible seeking to precipitate my moving in to a new safe Canyon 94516 beginning in March of 2022 in 2 long phone calls comes to be, and I get the place. Thanks, ideas, questions, suggestions, fondly, abolitionally in asylum on Eastern Seaboard from the San Francisco Bay Area and Pittsburgh PA. Best wishes, friendly Quaker greetings. Thanks, Scott. Free speech, First Amendment label in a specific blog post about 3 days ago is in this too. You'll find these 2 agenda and news for today's 10:30:23 question and answer in 2 blogs, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com and worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com. Agenda item 6, Scotland World University and School and Scottish Gaelic World WUaS. This is an email to some Scottish Gaelic speakers, some Scots who might be involved in the future in a Scottish Gaelic World University and School, one of whom I met in Antigonish, Nova Scotia this past August, and Brunel. Another is a Quaker friend I stayed with in the Glasgow area in 2003, I think, as I was going to the University of Edinburgh to study in the School of Scottish and Celtic Studies. And Professor Abigail Byrne-Yates, a professor at Savile WUaSDegrees on the Isle of Skye in Scotland. So World University and School is developing Canada World University and School and Scotland World University and School and the Scottish Gaelic Language Wiki schools at World University and School. And in a letter to them, I go on, did you see, this is a tweet from Wilson MacLeod, a professor at the University of Edinburgh. Quote, Scotland could be getting its very first Gaelic university. Scottish Greens have proposed making Sizable WUaSDegrees, Scotland's National Centre for Gaelic Language and Culture, a university. And this was retweeted by University of Edinburgh Professor Wilson MacLeod, whom I know from 2003 to 2004. And there was a reply to this tweet, fantastic idea for all 7 students it can cater to. It'll be great. My question to these 3, and Brunel and Leif Mansell and Abigail Byrne-Yates is, how could MIT OpenCourseWare Centric World University and School help in developing a Scottish Gaelic language university, potentially not only for Scots on the Isle of Skye, who might matriculate there or study there, but also for Scots around the world or people interested in the Scottish Gaelic language, for example. Agenda item 7, some recent great developments with the Brown University libraries, archives, the John Hay Library, and are related, and regarding a realistic virtual Earth for history developments in collaboration with World University and School. Significant progress. A related set of tweets. Thanks, Brown University, for the development of a realistic virtual Earth for history and for publishing, for example, from Google Street View. Greetings, Brown University. Here are most of our communications so far in 3 blog posts: the Baobab Flower blog post, the Arfak Kuwait National Flower blog post in my blog, and the Tulip blog posts in my blog from recently this past month, October 2023. Part of the idea is to potentially publish from Google Street View anything that the Brown Library might add, for example, to a realistic virtual Earth for history, and potentially even to new kinds of devices and new information technologies, for example, to digital glasses, to holograms even, and to brainwave headsets. Publishing in this way would be a brand new way of inventing the book, of inventing publishing, and exciting to have heard back from Brown University a couple of times in these regards. Part of the question that I'm interested in is a very specific time period, the 1960s and 70s. And another set of related tweets, thanks Brown Library, regarding the development of a realistic virtual Earth for history for publishing, for example, from Google Street View with Time Slider, with text in the sidebar. Excited to add the 1960s and 70s and Brown University students and hippie communes, their hippie communes, perhaps communal houses, collective houses, media from the Brown University archives as artificial intelligence data, and potentially in parallel with adding Harbin Hot Springs data at Harbin Book as a hippie commune too. Interesting resources for emerging real virtual reality. So that's the news and question and answer for October 30th, Monday, 2023. The next WUaS news and question and answer will happen on Monday, November 6th. The link to that Zoom meeting is already posted. Come join us with your questions, with your answers. all the best abolitionally. See you soon, Scott G.K. McLeod. The YouTube channel I'll post today's video recording to is youtube.com/at Scott McLeod World University /videos. And I'll also post the video recording to Twitter, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH and twitter.com/WUaS Press, as well as to the 2 blog posts for today in Scott-McLeod blog post, blogspot.com and worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com. Until next week, and until we meet on Twitter, World University and School is growing and seeking to matriculate a sizable class of students as we become accredited and licensed, and that involves potentially a business plan for both wings. That might also involve World University and School being an authorized LEGO robotics reseller, as well as WUaS partnering with Stanford MindPi cryptocurrency. Until next week, bye for now. Thanks.